Sir, we can't hear.
Test in one. Can you hear me now? Test in one.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
Like
sir.
that, when I'm talking, if you can't hear me, please tell me. Huh? Good. Very good, Devi. Right? Okay. So now, what is programming? We were discussing about programming. Okay. So programming means solving problem. So that means if you have any problem, you are trying to solve the problem using the program. Right. For example, if you are a bookkeeper, or if you are a person who works in a shop, then you have to give a bill to the customer. Once the customer comes to your shop and customer buy lot of goods from your shop, then you have to issue a bill. So issuing a bill is a problem for the customer, for the shop owner or the shopkeeper. So it's a problem for him. So what we do is we are using program in order to solve that problem. So using computer, we use a program and then we do the billing, right? So that is what happening. So in simply I can say programming means solving problem. So when you are solving problem, if the problem is very small, so you can solve it very easily. But the problem is every problem is not a simple problem. So there are many complexities are there. Therefore, what you have to do is you have to understand the problem very well. So if it is a complex or it's a big problem, at once you cannot understand it. Therefore, what you are going to do is you are decomposing the problem. So what do you mean by decomposing? Means dividing the problem into small parts, making that problem into several parts. Then you can study each parts thoroughly, then you will understand the problem. So what do you mean by decomposing means? Yes, the problem is going to be part into small parts and then we study
Small
the problem.
box.
Yes, very good. So that is called decomposing. So once you decompose it, very easy to understand it. So after decomposing, understanding all the parts of the computer program is called what? System analyzing. System analyzing. Clear? So decomposing means that, and then after decomposing we are starting the problem with each parts is known as system analysis or system analyzing or the problem analyzing. Once you analyze the problem, so you know all about the problem, all about the problem. So once you know about the problem, you can write the solution to the problem. You can propose the propose solution to the problem. Then what we can do is we are writing the solutions to the problem. So when you are writing solutions, Puta, there won't be a one solution. There can be several solutions, right? In for a one problem, when you are programming that problems, you may have a several solutions. There are several way of solving the problem, right? So that's called different types of alternative solutions. We can say alternative solutions. So when we are having alternative solutions, අපිගාව ගොඩක් solutions තියෙනවා නම්, right? When we are having alternative solutions, we have to use the best solution out of them. ඒවා අතරින් අපි හොඳම solution එක තෝරගන්න ඕනේ. So we'll have to find out what is the best solution for this problem, right? So this solution, the way that you are going to solve the problem is known one is an algorithm. right? So algorithm can be expressed in two way. The algorithm can be expressed in two way. Kemetma, what are those two way? Yes, Kemetma? Huh? Kemetma रहना है මොනවද ක්‍රම දෙක අපි ඒවා කරේ නැද්ද? Have we discussed about decompose? Decomposing කියන කරද? Decompose composition, right? ඊළඟට අපි දාමු decompose එක ඊළඟට analysis, then next one is called decomposing, analyzing, algorithm, right? So then programming structures. So algorithms are two ways. Programming structures are three ways. So what are the two ways of algorithm, Puta?
Flowchart and pseudocode.
Very good. Very good. Flowchart and pseudocode, right? Flowchart and pseudocode, right? PSUDO, pseudocode. So what will be the programming structures? There are three. What are those programming structures?
Sequence, selection, repetition.
Yes. Have I studied only with the Dion last time? No one others are in the last time? Huh? Devami, were you not there last time? Devami ko pahannya? pahannya ඉන්නව නේ pahannya. ඒක තමයි. pahannya කිසුමානේ හිටියේ නැද්ද? හිටියා නේ. ඒ සද්ද නැති ඉන්නේ කතා කරන්න ඕනේ. හරි. So as Dion said, sequence, selections, repetitions. Sequence, selections, repetitions, right? Right. I think up to here we have stopped. Am I correct? Or we have done more than this?
We did scratch physically.
Right. Then we discussed about the three-way, and then we started doing the Scratch program. Right. So today I want to go ahead with you about the variable and introducing what are the variable and all, right? Am I correct? That's what I have to do in this today's lesson. Right. හොඳයි. කාවින්දි මොනවා හරි ගැටලුවක් තියනවද පුතේ ඔයාට? මං කියපේක තේරුණාද? කාවින්දි?
Yes, sir.
කාවින්දි ඇහෙනවද?
Yes, sir.
මං කියපේක තේරුණාද නැද්ද ඔයාට?
තේරුණා, sir.
right. Okay. මොනවා හරි ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවා නම් කාවින්දි පුතා අහන්න ඕනේ. තේරුණාද? මට බැලන මං අරතර මේ පහන්යෙන් හරි නැත්නම් නයනන්දනයකින් හරි නේද කොඩියෝන්ගෙන් හරි සදෙව් ඉන්නවා. Nitesh also available today, no? So Nitesh is there. I can ask them, right? Okay. අපි එතනදලා පටන් ගමු පුතේ එහෙනම්. So just write down what is variable, right? අපි variable කියලා මොකද්ද කියලා ලියා ගමු. We will understand them.
What's the topic, sir?
පුතා?
What's the topic?
Yes, today's topic is variable, right?
Sir, what is the heading?
Variable. So it is a variable, Puta, right? Heading is variable. Kavindi, if you can't understand sometimes you just tell me, and also you have to watch the last time video, right? Okay, without watching video it is difficult for you to catch up the lesson because you are in the middle of the lesson, no? Therefore, you have to watch that whole video, right?
Okay, sir.
Uh, okay. Can you write down this one then? Okay, finish.
Done, sir.
Done,
Okay.
sir.
Nitesh, finish or not yet?
Finish, sir.
Finish. You are so silence. Why, Nitesh? Is something happened to you?
No, sir.
Ah, then okay.
Sir, most of the teachers in our school have become a little lazy.
Little lazy.
Yeah, sir. Me, ours too, sir.
Like, sir, our history teacher, she just doesn't teach us things anymore. Instead, she just puts on a slide, explains the lesson to us a little bit, and then expects us to answer questions.
No, it is not the way, no.
Yes, sir. And now, sir, IT, sir, he used to be pretty, pretty good at teaching.
Uh-huh.
Now he's just referring to the workbook and he expects us to study from that book now.
Ah.
We haven't even started on the fourth lesson yet, sir, but he's giving us the workbook to do on the fourth lesson.
So how it can do without doing the exam, without doing the lesson? How we can do the activities?
He expects us to study the answers that we have given in the workbook, sir.
It's not way. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Sir, our IT sir didn't come from 2 weeks.
Why? What happened? IT is a teacher.
Uh, he's not coming on Wednesday, so he didn't teach us 2 weeks.
And sir, exam is like basically next week, sir, 8th of August.
Yes. Is that so?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it about the last week of this month?
No, sir, it's this first week. So 8th of August to I believe 16th of August. Yeah, 16th of August.
All right. What you
Then
can?
we get our holidays.
Okay. Okay. What we can do is, so just write in this one. I think it is better to discuss the revisions from the lesson number 1 to lesson number 4 at least. So it is
Yes,
better to discuss the revision, right? Uh,
Yes,
Others are okay with that?
yes, sir.
Okay. We will start with the revision, then shall just write down, finish, write down a variable and keep it as it is. And we will discuss that lesson number 1 to 4, 5. Then we will continue from here, right? Because
Oh,
for the sake of others, those who are facing the exam for next week, will have to have some support, no? So remembering all those things, right? Okay, then shall we move to the lesson number 1 first of all? Go to lesson number 1 and just go through the lessons from your textbook, and then have a small note on that, right?
Okay, sir.
Just take a few minutes and go through the lesson, and just give me a very brief summary of the lesson, right? Not all, just a summary. Okay, go ahead with the lesson number 1 quickly first, then. Okay, take more time and just go through the lesson number 1 quickly. Kavind, you to go lesson number 1 through, and then if you have any questions, write down separately and ask me now, right? This is a good chance for you to have that the revision lesson today. Okay, Kavindi?
Okay, sir.
Kavindi, I can't hear you.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
I did a summary of the first lesson, sir. Will I tell? Sir,
Yes.
I did the first lesson, sir. Will I tell a summary? Me too, sir. I'm also finished with the summary.
All right. But there are some more. No? Go ahead with that quickly.
With the second lesson or the which one?
The lesson today's lesson now, the lesson that you are doing now,
Yeah, sir.
programming. So that lesson what we are going doing now. But I want you to go through the first lesson. Go through the first lesson and understand. If there is any questions, you write down separately. You can ask me later on.
Sir, okay, sir.
Secretary. SE CRE SE. Oh. Once you finish it, make hand raise. It is easy for me to count it. Hand raise.
Sorry, sir. I couldn't hear.
Uh, right. So I need all of you to go through the lesson number one. Just quickly go through the lesson number one. Don't take a lot of time. And then just write down the way that you are going to write the solution. That's what I need. Right. Only there are two. Go ahead. Others also quickly.
Sir, I also finished, sir.
Make a hand raise. Right, okay, I think others have done, some are still doing. I won't discuss that one. Lesson number 1. Pahanya. Lesson number 1 we have discussed, no? It is Pahanya. Pahanya. Pahanya, can you hear me? Right, so in the lesson number 1, alright, Sadev, go ahead Sadev with lesson number 1. Give me the summary.
Sir, so the name of lesson number 1 is the central processing unit, and the central processing unit is divided into 3 parts: the ALU, the CU, and the MR.
DMR?
So the memory register.
Okay.
So the ALU is known as the arithmetic and logical unit. It basically does all mathematical and logical functions of the computer. If I would have given an example for arithmetic, you will be solving like a maths equation. For logical, it's like finding something that's bigger or smaller than something.
Yes.
Next, I'll talk about the unit or the CU.
Yes.
So the control unit controls all the hardware in the computer and makes sure that the data goes to the right place. Next, I'll talk about the memory register. So the memory register is just a temporary storage device, but what makes it so special is it's the smallest, so its speed is very high.
Good.
Uh, I'll talk about the generations of computers. So the first generation is from I think 1940 to 1956.
Mm-hmm.
They used vacuum tubes, and there was a very large power consumption, and the size was as big as a room, and the speed was measured in milliseconds, and the
Yes.
cost was also pretty large.
Yes.
Next, I'll talk about the second generation from 1956 to
Right. How many generations were there?
four generations.
Four generation.
From 1956 to 1963. Yes, 1963. They used transistors, and the power consumption, the size of the computer, and the cost were all less than the first generation of the computers. And then the execution speed was actually measured in nanoseconds. Sorry, not nano, microseconds.
Microseconds.
And third generation, it was from 1964 to 1971. They used ICs or integrated circuits. Again, the cost, the size, and the power consumption were all less than the second generation. And the execution speed was measured in nanoseconds.
Yes.
Finally, we have the fourth generation, which is from 1971 to present day. They use microprocessors. Again, the power consumption, the cost, and the size are all less than the third generation.
Okay, Buddha.
Besides,
Right, Sadev. So now what I want you to go ahead with this. This is the shortest way of the lesson number one, CPU, central processing unit. So it has two parts, ALU, CU, and memory register. And then in the CPU there is a generations, means how the CPU is being developed one by one, and which are the stages of developing the CPU. So according to that, the main stage we are calling them a generation. So like that, there are four generations are available here, right? So if you write like this, short form is enough. Why? You know everything, then you can remember everything about first generation, second generation. So this is where you are going to study, right? So this is a very short summary. When I ask you to write summary, what you do is you are writing the lesson again in another page, another paper. No, not that one. So you are making revision now, and you are having revise, means you have a good knowledge about the lessons and you have been in that lesson. You have to study them, right? Clear? Right. Okay. Any questions on the lesson number one?
No, sir.
Others? Okay, if that's all, okay. Let's move to the lesson number two then. Go ahead with
Okay.
lesson number two and try to get the as much as possible the shortest answer. Let me finish. Then you are not reading the book. You do something else.
No.
Are you reading the book?
Yes, sir. I don't have the ICT reading book, sir. So I'm looking at the PDF.
Alright, okay.
Sir, I finished my work. I summarized the second lesson. Will I tell, sir?
Wait a little bit till others finish, then we will discuss.
Okay, sir.
කාවෙන්ද පුතා?
Yes, sir.
මොකද්ද පුතේ WhatsApp number එක?
Note 7700309000.
එහෙම කියලා හරියන්නේ 07700
30900.
What's the school කාවෙන්ද?
Sri Sumangala Girls School, Panadura. Sri Sumangala Girls School, Panadura.
Sisumangala. Right. හරි තව විනාඩි දෙකක් මම කරන්නකෝ. Those who did not finish, do it quickly.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Puta.
One of my friends is asking to come to this class. What can I help? How can I
Okay.
help to him?
Yeah, okay. You can give my number, or else you can refer to the office number, even doesn't matter.
What, sir?
You can give my number to discuss, or else you can give the office number. Ask him to go to office number, call them, and then you can register there.
Sir, I don't know the office number, so what can I do?
I will give you. I'll give office number, no problem. So you are not coming today. What do you call GPL? And you don't come for GPL.
Sir, I mean, I've seen the videos of a GPL.
Yeah.
Is it like, I'm like, is it only for like, like sirs?
Search one.
Like, you mean, is it only for like teachers?
No, 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 no. It's for everybody.
So meaning that I
Yeah.
cannot join.
It's something like parents meeting, something like with an in a energetic way, or with an entertainment way. We are each one of you are getting together. Now I have not seen in my POI who is Nainandani, who is Kamatma. Huh? Then we can see there in face to face, right?
Yes.
And there are many events, right? So you have to participate all those events.
Okay, sir. So is it like the cricket?
Yes, no problem.
Okay, sir. I see. All right, sir.
So this is the first tutoring class that I've gone to that held a cricket match.
Ah, second time, no? Second lesson, no? Right. Okay, go ahead with second lesson. Second lesson quickly, then I will do it quickly. Kemetma finish or not yet? Kemetma? Second lesson?
Not yet, sir.
Icon makan putih.
Have has done currently. After
Huh?
have has
No, no.
මොනවාද present tense වලට දාන්නේ
ඕක මං ඔබෙන් අහන්න ඕනේ මං ඔබෙන් අහන්න ඕක. ප්‍රසන්න මොනවද කරේ කියලා. ඉක්මන් කරන්න. කල්පනා කරලා වචනයක් පාලේට ඔසේ ඒක නෑ කොහොමද?
පායනා කම්මැලි
කම්මැලි. Then we finish.
Not yet.
Make it quick. Time is over.
Okay, sir.
සූත්‍ර කියන්නේ
සූත්‍රය මතක් කරන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම කියලා බෑනේ පුතේ. ඒක නෙමෙයි කරන්න ගන්නේ. නොකොම ලියවනව නැතව මේ වැඩේ කරන්නකො ඉතින්. ඉස්සරහම දන්න විදිහට ලියන්නකො. මතක් කරගන්න මතක් කරද්දිනේ මතක් වෙන්නේ. ලියදී මතක් වෙන්නේ. දෙවි ඇහෙනවද? දෙවි ඇහෙනවද?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when you are coming for GPL, there are some items to dance, right? Get ready.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can I go and drink some water?
Okay. Yes.
present perfect tense තමයි මට මතකයි
මොකද?
is am දාන්නේ
අයියෝ,
have
perfect.
has දානවා present perfect tense වලට present participle
ඉස්සෑමයි ප්‍රසන්ට් ටෙන්ස් එකේ ඉස්සෑමයි නැතුව ලියන්න.
is am නැතුව
ඔව්.
එතකොට am drink of milk
කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ?
am drink of milk
Ahmad drinks
drinks
from a
milk
from milk. From milk.
drinks drinks ඒ කියන්නේ එතකොට present participle එන්නේ
ඔව්.
drinks කියන්නේ present participle එන්නේ drunken කියන්නේ past participle එන්නේ
ඔව්.
drunk කියනවද
ඒත් පස්පස්.
past participle එන්නේ present ඒ drinks almond drinks from a milk මං කිව්වේ අර යෝගට් එකේ නමක් වගේ almond drink of milk කියලා
හරි ඔගොල්ලෝ එතකොට
drinks from a mirror.
I think that's enough. Time is over. No need extra time more than that. Kavindi, can you read me what you have written?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The operating system is a software.
Hari.
Microdos, Microsoftware are examples for operating systems that in a computers.
Okay.
Android and BlackBerry OS are examples to operating systems that are in the mobile phones. Hard disk, floppy disks are examples for magnetic media devices.
Yes.
DSL,
Oh.
CD, DVD, and Blu-ray discs are examples for optical media devices.
Optical media device, right?
Pen drive, memory cards are examples for solid-state media devices.
Good.
A file, there are files and folders in a computer. The file is a file is anything that is saved in the computer, such as letter, video, or a photo is
Yes.
known as a file.
Yes.
We can divide file into two parts. There are file name and file
Type.
name and file extension.
Right.
File name is used to identify the file, and file extension is used to indicate the application software of the file.
Very good, Buddha. You have done very well. Right? Okay,
Um,
good. No need again. So you understood it, no problem. Okay. Kemetma, can you go ahead?
Sir, I am still doing.
Still doing. Right. Pahanya?
Sir,
Pahanya?
Sir, can you hear me? Sir, can you hear me? Sir?
ඔව් කවුරුද මොනවද කියනද ඇහෙනවා ලාවට ඇහෙන්න කවුද කියන්නේ පාන්‍යා
Sir, can you hear me?
ආපුදේ
Can you hear me?
yes can but little right so second lesson is you understood that about the CPU and all is the first lesson and second lesson regarding Kemetma what is regarding second lesson අයියෝ කෙවෙත්ම 10 පාරක් විතර ඔයාගේ නමකට ඔය ආන්සර් කරන්නේ නේ පුතේ ඈ ටක් ගාලා කියන්න ඕනේ okay so you all got it now then now Sadhu can you just go ahead with the second lesson
The summary of the second lesson, sir.
yes
Okay, sir. So the name of the second lesson is, of course, operating system. So we can divide this lesson into two parts: the operating systems themselves and storage devices. So I'll talk about the operating systems first. I'll name 5 functions of the operating system. So the operating system provides a user interface to provide a better experience to work easily. Then it controls the CPU. It manages the hardware. It manages the memory, and finally it helps protect the computer through passwords. And now I'll talk about different types of the different operating systems. So we have Microsoft OS, Windows OS, Android OS, iOS
right
OS,
okay
Mac
okay
OS.
all these are okay then after that
And then I'll talk about storage devices. So storage devices can be divided into three more parts: optical media, magnetic media, and SSD, solid state devices. So I'll give two examples per type. So I'll first start off with magnetic media devices. So hard disks, floppy disks, JAS disks, things like that. Next, I'll talk about optical media. Optical media are basically just CDs and DVDs. And then finally, we have SSDs, so solid state devices. So some solid state devices are some pen drives, memory cards, and finally file and folder. Yeah, file and
Okay.
folder.
Okay.
Like
Now some the question something like this. Um, there's a question in the exam. Just saying some scenario in that. Okay. And there is another photo, same message in that one. So we can give it to the and then see how it works, right? So there are two letters are there, no? Sorry, three parts are there, no? Software devices, no? How many parts for the software devices? Anitesh,
Three parts.
what are those three?
Sorry, sir.
What are those three?
Sir, I can't hear you, sir.
Why, what happened? Yeah, Dion, what
You
are
are
those? Okay, what are those, Dion? Three parts?
of the software devices, sir.
Yes,
Magnetic
Um,
media devices.
very good, very good.
magnetic media
Magnetic media
devices,
devices, optical
optical
media
Optical
devices,
media devices.
uh,
Solid state media
SD
devices.
devices.
Software devices ne hanne.
huh?
Software devices ne hanne. There magnetic
Oh,
Solid
media
state media devices.
software ne hanne.
software devices අපි අහන්නේ. ඒ software device කියලා කියන්නේ මෙතන පුතේ පොඩි mistake එකක් තියෙනවා. functions අපි දැන් කතා කරන්නේ devices ගැන. right? ඒතර software device කියලා කියන්නේ මෙතන ඒතර software එක මෙතන එන්න ඕනේ මොනවාද? storage devices. right? Storage
So,
devices. The storage devices තුනක් තියෙනවා magnetic and the optical
optical and solid state device.
solid
Solid state
state
media
device.
devices.
Solid state devices, right? So these are
Yes, sir.
three, and those three we studied very well separately, and we
Yes, sir.
discussed the differentiate between them, and we discussed the
Yes,
when we discussed the what is the technology we use to use them, no? So we have discussed that one, right? Okay. Then what about the lesson number 3? Lesson number 3. Go ahead quickly. Lesson number 3. Just don't take long time, right?
Sudah 300 ni kan, nama kita 300 300 දෙන්නට ඔය සතියේ
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Dion.
What are the functions of UPS and fuse?
UPS and fuse. Okay.
Yes.
Nayanandini. Nayanandini. Where is she?
Yes, sir.
That Dion is asking a question from you. What is the answer for that? What are the answer, Anandini, for that? Ayyo. Sadev, can you give him explanation?
For what, sir?
Huh?
Sorry, sir. For what, sir? Should I give an explanation?
Why you didn't hear what Dion was asking?
No, sir. I accidentally muted my audio.
Okay, Dion. Again, question.
What are the functions of fuse and UPS?
Uh, so the fuse. I think the fuse, like when there's a sudden surge of energy, the fuse just cuts off the energy, so like the computer won't just be burnt. And the UPS, it's the uninterrupted power supply. So when the power gets cut, and you don't want your computer to suddenly turn off, because most of the information will get corrupted, right? So the UPS will like stop that from happening, basically.
Okay. Right. Kavindi.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the difference between UPS and the surf protector, or say fuse? What is the difference between them?
So යන්න පස්සේ වගේ.
I think it is enough time. Dion, finish now.
Still doing so.
Still doing. Naranjini finished. Nitesh,
Okay, sir.
can you?
I can say the
Nitesh, can you your short note?
answer.
Can you repeat? Can you say your short note?
Okay, so the third lesson, right, sir?
Okay.
Okay, sir. I will start, sir.
Okay.
So, security of the computer. The security of the computer can be divided into two parts, sir. Hardware security and software security. Now let's talk about hardware, computer hard. How to protect computer hardware. There are many ways hardware can be damaged, such as sudden power failure, overheat inside the system unit, dust gathering on computer hardware, accessories, and insects, issues related to theft. Now let's see some methods which we can use to protect physical components of a computer. We can use a UPS so that during sudden power failures, UPS continues to supply power to computer without interruption for a while. Now, we can also use a fuse. The fuse prevents damage caused to computer due to sudden flow of high electric voltage. These are mostly used in power supply units. Using surge protection is also a great way to minimize the damages caused to the computer by electricity. The surge protection protects the computer from high voltage current and lightning. Now let's talk about steps that can be taken to minimize overheating inside the computer. Some examples are installing air conditioners in the lab to control the heat and fixing cooling fans on devices which get heated highly inside the computer. Now let's talk about the steps that can be taken to protect the computer from physical harm.
Right.
Okay, sir. Let's remove removing the shoe before entering the computer lab can be a great way to protect the computer from physical harm. Avoid taking food and drinks inside the lab, preventing insects and rats from entering the lab, and keeping the lab without moisture are some great ways to protect. Now let's talk about the steps that can be taken to protect from theft. Making doors and windows of the laboratory in such a way as to be locked properly. Protecting system unit by locking it and using CCTV cameras are some examples. Now let's talk about how to protect computer software components. Some examples of computer software are operating system, word processing software, files containing documents, and files containing picture images. Now, as we talked about the hardware, let's talk about possible software security issues. Unexpected deletion of files or overwriting, unauthorized access, threat of malware, sudden power failure, natural disasters, terrorist attacks are some great examples for possible software security issues.
A great example for
Now,
that possible issue is that no, that there are many
sorry,
more. There are many more possibilities that the software and hardware both can be damaged.
yeah, sir.
Yeah, but not only the few things that you said, but there are other than that also available. That leads your computer inputs and outputs may be damages, right? Okay. Right. Finally, just can you rush it the lesson number 4? Is this lesson number 4?
This is lesson number 3, sir.
3. All right. Let's go to the lesson number 4 then.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now in this lesson, we just finished that lesson, no? Right. In that lesson, what we are discussing, Kamitma? Kamitma, lesson number 4. What we are discussing here?
What is word processing software? Uh, History of word processing, uh, benefits of word processing, keyboard. Let's use keyboard correctly and create documents using keyboards. And benefits of learning touch typing using Sinhala and Tamil keyboard. Use of Sinhala keyboard.
Use of Tamil keyboard also. No?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. Good Nanandini. මොකද කෙමෙත්ම නනන්දිනි නේද? නෑ කෙමෙත්ම කතා කරන්නේ. right. කෙමෙත්ම හොඳයි. right. so ඔය විදියට අපි පොඩ්ඩක් රිවිෂන් දාලා තිබුණා නම් ඔයගේ short note එකක් ගහලා තිබුණා නම් පුතේ. so if the example is tomorrow morning and today evening you can go through the short note. No need to take all the single sentence in the workbook or the textbooks does not need. Right. So you can have a short like that, and when you have problem with the short note and any lesson, please let me next week so that we will discuss if there is any mistakes. Right. දැන් ඔය පාඩම් කරන අතුරුදී මොනවාරි ගැටලුවක් ආවොත් මට කතා කරලා කියන්න පුතාලා. right. නේ හැමෝම කතා කරලා කියන්න ඕනේ. පාඩම් කරන්න ඕනේ. කාවින්ද මොකද තත්ත්වය පුතේ? ක්ලාස් එක හොඳයිද නරකයිද මොකද තත්ත්වය?
Yes, sir. It's good.
Okay, good පුතා. Right. So today now I'm going to stop today now. So we'll meet next week, okay? So now God bless you. Sarna jisbita motam pute.
Bye, sir. Good
Bye,
night.
good night.